Hey,
Welcome in to our next leg in our race around the world here at the Pit Stop Pals, part of the Reality Realm Network. My name is Kevin Oliver.
and I am not a bird. My name is Bruce Heller.
It didn't work this time because you didn't screech, Bruce.
I technically didn't screech last time. I said the word screech, but the audience will never hear that take, unfortunately. It was a masterpiece.
Yeah, we had a little bit of technical difficulties, but here we are this morning. And the fun thing about this morning is we're reaching into our old bag of tricks, something we did quite a while ago, probably about a year and a half ago, after our first two rewatches that we ever did, seasons 25 and 7. We took all of the names of all the racers between those two seasons. We put them into a bracket, and we worked out a bracket to answer the question of who would we want to race with out of all those options. And well, we're doing it again, but this time we have 5 seasons worth of racers, not two. Season 1, season 16, season 29, season 37, and season 38. And so between those five, we have a 120 players single elimination bracket that I've prepared for Bruce to answer this question with.
And
So
your
Bruce, are you
homeboy
ready?
Patrick is not one of them this time?
Patrick is thankfully not an option.
Darn. He'll be
Or
so
Kelly.
disappointed his homeboy Kevin didn't include him.
Well, Patrick won a round last time, and that should be more than he ever should expect from me. So,
I forgot. Was that the one that I rigged where you had to pick between two people you hated so I could say you picked one of them?
yep, you put it between Patrick and Kelly.
I forgot I did that. That was clever.
Yeah, so clever. All
I
right.
would have thought it was funny if you did it to me.
You're right, I would have, but I didn't do it to you.
You could have. I gave you the idea and I went first that time.
But I'm too nice. I digress. Um, for the record, there are 8 players that get first round buys.
Ooh.
Um, it was also randomized for that. Those 8 players are Carson from 37,
Hmm.
co-winner of the Amazing Race. Jazz from 38, also a co-winner. Bridget Cato from 37. Her and her dad Ernest. Um, Ernest couldn't play the drums. They went home like third.
Oh, that guy.
Um, Izzy from 38 has a bye. Izzy Gleicher.
Yeah.
We have Larry from 37. They were firefighters. They went home in that opening episode where 2 teams went home when half of them had to choose dance and half of them had to choose sing.
Oh gosh. The
Um,
fork in the road.
the fork in the road. That's what it was called. Yes. A bye for this round, which does bring me pleasure because it's the only way he would have ever gotten past round one with you picking. Enzo Palumbo gets a bye.
Gosh. He doesn't he didn't earn that.
We also have Pops with a bye.
That one was earned.
And Alex Romo, boyfriend of Kat Dunn in The Amazing Race 38.
I forgot
Those are
about
your
this. He
8.
was the one that cried every episode, right?
Correct. For the 4 episodes they were on, yes. Um,
If they were on more, she would have cried on more.
yeah. All right. So everybody else is matched up in a one-on-one, and we're gonna run through this here.
Were the buys decided randomly?
Yeah,
Not like the NFL where the buy goes to the best team.
correct. The buys were decided by the first 4 matchups I had became the first. Those 8 people became the 8 buys.
Okay. I was
Yeah.
gonna say if this was like merit based, Kevin or Drew, neither one getting a buy was wild.
Right. Yeah. No.
But if it's random, that makes total sense.
It was completely random.
Which explains Enzo also.
Yes, but that one makes me happy. That's about as close to being evil as I got here.
Fair enough.
The only way Enzo was ever going to get past the first round was on a bye.
Yeah, but the way you did it, I can still say he got there on a bye. I can't say I picked him. I can say you picked Patrick.
But I can
And you
say
can't
that Enzo made
disagree with
it to
it.
the second round and leave it there.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so starting things off here, we have the first matchup of the day. We have Mike from Nick and Mike, season 37, our um, picture perfect underachievers, versus Paul from Paul and Amy, season 1.
Oh gosh. So one that disappointed me because I had high expectations versus one that just kind of irritated me because he was arguing with her all the time.
Yes.
I Surprisingly, this isn't an immediate easy decision. I'm gonna go with Mike, but I had to think about it for a second.
That surprises me. I thought it was an easy Mike, but I got mine.
It was still fairly easy, but it's like one I didn't enjoy, and one that just disappointed me the whole time. So I still really didn't enjoy. But
Hmm. Okay, the next matchup here we have somebody we met at the
Mike
Bryson Wins
Wazowski. Sorry, I had to do that before we stopped talking about Mike.
at the Bryson Win season 50 watch party in St. Louis. We met Lori Thompson.
Ooh, that was incredible.
So Lori Thompson is matched up against Jody from season 16. Jody and Shannon were a grandmother granddaughter team. This is the grandmother
I forgot about them. They were fun.
for 2 episodes. Yeah.
I mean, I'm going with Lori. We met her and she's delightful.
Hmm.
We stood in line we were the only people in line, so it wasn't really a line, but waited a while to meet them. And then
Well,
when we
yeah,
talked to
people.
them, I understood it because they were talking with everyone, like full conversations, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, but these one guys, they wouldn't shut up.
Yeah. Well, like we've done enough of these. Like some people will like talk forever and have these full conversations with us, and some of them it's like, yeah, hi. They take a picture and they move on to the next person, which I also get. They have a lot of people, but
Yeah.
the ones that take the time to do what Scott and Lori did always mean a lot to me.
I'll tell you what, when I went to Nashville, for the Bryson win, everybody did that.
Interesting. And this isn't a knock against him. He was the biggest name in the room by far. But when we met Ozzy, we talked to him for like 10 seconds combined, I think.
Yeah.
So, like, we had to wait forever for Scott and Lori, but I appreciate them taking the time to talk with fans and friends and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. They were awesome. And we talked with them for quite a while
Yeah, and
after.
we talked with them as long as the people in front of us did, I'm pretty sure. We just weren't standing around waiting during it, so it didn't seem as long.
Sure, definitely.
But yeah, she's the easy pick here.
Hmm. All right, the next one up to bat is from season 29. It was actually an early round pick for you in our draft. We have Seth.
Ooh,
Seth from Seth and Olive,
it,
Team America.
yeah.
And he's matched up against Lori's husband, Scott Thompson.
Before I make a decision, I just want to make a side note that it feels unlikely. I really wish they would bring back the season 29 twist sometime.
Yeah.
Of, hey, you're a bunch of strangers, pick your partners, instead of it being partners they already know. That was
Hmm.
fantastic.
It was a great season. I think you're right. I don't think we'll see it again, but it was fun.
It was fun, and like some teams you had, like Becca and Floyd, that got along so well they come back again. And then you have like Mike and Liz that never got along.
But
And
they still did really well.
they did well, but they didn't have a good team chemistry at all.
That's not who I would have expected you to reference about
That's
not
what
having
came to
good.
my mind. There's a few examples, but like
Vonk and Ashton are what came to my mind.
that was true. That one too. But like there's a couple, and I still don't know how to pronounce his name because the way we said it and the way they say it on the show is different. And normally I'd go with what does his partner say, but his partner was Ashton, so I think you might be more reliable, honestly. Ashton, if you're listening, I'm sorry for that, but that, yeah. But no, that season was a fun dichotomy because you had like the Becca and Floyds, and I forget the first group. It was Jen and like Kevin or something, but they were
Kevin and
doing
Jen.
one of
Yeah.
these that got along great. And then you had others that just didn't get that
Team
twist.
long hair
Just
don't
makes an
care.
interesting season. I wish they'd bring it back. If they were going to, they would have by now. But I want to see the stranger partner thing again.
Hmm.
That was fun. With that being said, I'm going with Scott here. Seth was fun, but I've met Scott in real life. He's delightful. He follows me on Instagram, I think. So
Yeah. I just talked to him the other day on
I saw
our
that.
Instagram.
I saw that. I think he follows my personal one. I didn't mean the show page, but
Yeah.
I saw that. That's how I learned you were. I forgot you were messaging people, and so you had told me you were doing that. But I got the message notification. I'm like, oh, cool. He's taking care of things. Nice.
Yeah, both of those aren't going to work out like we thought they were, by the way, but we'll talk about that off
Yeah.
camera. All right, the next one from the newest season we have so far, we have Eric, Tucker and Eric, Tucker's brother Eric, Tucker Delora, Eric Delora. This is Eric, and he's going against somebody from season one in Joe Wang.
It's Eric versus Joe. You said.
Yeah, or yeah. Wait, not Joe Wang. Joe from Guido. Yeah, I got the wrong Joe here.
Oh, okay. It's gonna be Eric pretty easily. I like Tucker and Eric were really good.
Yeah, they were. They went home surprisingly early for how good they were.
Tucker
All
made
right. What?
not like an actual appearance, but Tucker came up in Big Brother this past week because of the blockbuster. Because somebody won because Tucker had told them what to do in that specific challenge, and his
Mm,
coaching worked.
yeah.
So that was
All
cool.
right. Next we have Allie, season 16. Allie, Stephen Allie ran this race together. Um, father daughter. Allie versus winner of season 29, Brooke Cam High. Um, I don't know what else to say about Brooke. She hosts the Amazing Race podcast with Bryce Isaiah
Hmm.
uh on the Purple Pants podcast. But
Interesting. And it's Brooke, and who was the first name you said?
Allie from
Oh,
Stephen
that's
Alley in
right.
season 16.
Okay, so two that I don't dislike but aren't on my favorites list either. They're kind of in the same boat. Um, I'm just gonna go with my gut instinct, and Brooke is the first name that comes to my mind here. So let's go with that.
That's the first prediction I've gotten wrong yet.
I'm also really stupid. As I was saying Brooke, I was about to make a joke and be like, "Oh, I'm just making the decision alphabetically." Then I realized Allie starts with an A, so that wouldn't work. I caught it before I said it, though.
Dr. Sean would be so disappointed in you.
I love Dr. Sean and his alphabet strategy.
It was funny.
Hey, if he had made it to the end, that might have worked.
You might have.
Because he can tell the jury, hey, I did none of my votes for you were personal.
Right.
And Richard kind of pissed people off. So like that
Mhm.
could have worked hypothetically.
All right, here we have a interesting pair of third place finishers here in season 37. Finishing in third place, we have Anna Towns
Hmm.
of Jonathan and Anna.
Oh, nice. I like them.
You did?
I predicted they were going to do well before the season, and then they started doing well, so I was rooting for them because of that.
Even when Jonathan was acting like that?
I didn't love that part, but I still liked them as a pair. I liked her.
That's fair.
I was rooting for them to do well still.
And season 38, third place finisher, we have Adam Abden. So Anna versus Adam.
Oh, that's I like Anna a lot, but I'm gonna go with Adam because Joseph and Adam were just such a fun team and a loud team, as Phil said.
Hmm.
Love their energy as a team.
Yeah, that was a hard matchup.
I like both of them, so I reverted to the partners, and so Joseph beat Jonathan, sort of.
Oh, Joseph's way better than Jonathan.
Yeah.
All right, and for this little quadrant, we are going to visit a couple of nobodies. It was unfortunate how this one lined up here. We have from season one, Kim from Kim and Leslie versus season 16's Monique and Sean. Both didn't make it farther than like the second or third week of their season. A couple of question marks here for you.
Hmm. I had the wrong Kim in my head for a second. I had like Bicycle Kim from 25 in my head for a
That
second.
was a different bracket.
No, I know, but you said Kim. That's where my mind went.
Kim and Leslie, season one.
I'll go with Kim still.
All right. Next, from season 29, from Team Lolo, we have London.
Ooh.
And from season 37, my favorite player in the whole season, we have Josiah from Josiah and Alyssa.
These are two really strong candidates here. I'm gonna go with London here.
Interesting.
I
It's not
like
where I thought.
Josiah a lot. I was having trouble deciding, so I reverted to which season I liked better.
You like 29 over 30. Oh, yeah, you just talked about how much you like 29.
29, like it was like the season itself, the storylines, like it was an average season. I just thought the twist was really fun, and it's the only time they've done that. So,
That's fair.
but we've met a lot of the 37 casts, and by a lot I mean 3 teams. So, and two of
Three
them were in
teams.
person. So
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
we had Han and Holden on our show. So, and then
Yes, we did.
met 2 more in person. So technically we've met 3.
Correct.
So maybe I talked
Um,
myself into liking 37 more than 29, but I'm still going with London here.
Fair enough. All right. The next matchup, we have Stephanie Nagrati,
Hmm.
the sister to Natalie Nagrati
Yeah.
from season 38, versus Frank Mesa, season one.
Oh, yeah, Frank. This is Stephanie, because Frank is enjoyable for some episodes and parts of episodes, but as enjoyable as he is, he's equal parts insufferable for other episodes and other parts of the same episodes. So,
Fair enough.
like when we watched the premiere of that season and we did our likability, I wanted to put Frank by himself last, and you wouldn't let me. But that's how I felt about Frank after the premiere.
Hmm. All right. The next matchup is Katie from Brent and Katie, season 16, finished third, versus Scott from the winners of season 29, Brooke and Scott.
Hmm. I'm gonna go with Katie here. I started rooting for her because of how what's their names treated her and were acting like she was so dumb. And that's
Carolyn
not me
Brandy.
being rude. I genuinely am trying to think of their names and I can't think.
Carolyn Brandy.
Yeah, I started liking Katie just because of how Carol and Brandy were acting.
I
So
understand.
I was
Yeah.
rooting for them a lot of the season to do
Hmm.
well.
All right. We have the first eliminated from season 37, Jackie of Jackie and Lauren. And from 38, we have Simone, the sister of Hannah Chada.
Hmm. I'm gonna go with Simone, but Jackie's a sneaky pick here. Like
Jackie was really fun.
she was.
Next, we have Matt from Matt and Anna season one. They were
I
the
forgot
first to
about
go
that.
home.
First people to ever get eliminated. The Amazing Race is Sonia Christopher.
Correct.
Did not expect a Sonya reference on this episode, but here we
No. And Matt is up against Girl Jordan from season 16.
are. Forgot we were doing that. That's amazing. I'm gonna go with Girl Jordan, partly because of the nickname thing, and partly just I saw a lot more of her.
Mm-hmm.
I
And
forgot we
also
had
you
Girl Jordan and Boy Jordan.
you were rooting for Girl Jordan
For a little bit there, yeah. Then they
until he went
fell
home.
apart one episode.
All right, next we have Sarah from season 29. Sarah and Shamir. Sarah. Versus Ernest, the guy who doesn't know how to play the drums
I
from season
forgot about
37.
Shamir.
I wish I could forget about Shamir.
Oh, Shamir.
Well, this is
I'm
Sarah, not Shamir.
I'm gonna go with Ernest because watching him play drums gave us content that we still reference to this day. So I appreciate him for that.
Fair enough.
And I liked him up until then too.
All right, are you ready for what's going to be your easiest pick of probably the game so far?
Brandy.
Joseph Abden
Okay.
versus Karen from season 1.
Which one was Karen?
Lenny and Karen.
Oh gosh. Yeah, that's Joseph.
I'm aware.
Hmm.
All right, that's 1/4 of the bracket right there.
Oh gosh, we're gonna be here a while. This is fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All right, over to this side, we got Adrian, first man home on season 16. He couldn't cross that bridge. Versus Shamir.
What was the first name you said again?
Adrian.
Okay, I'm picking Adrian. I just had to know, like, that's who I was picking. Pretty likely, I just had to know who it was.
Okay. We have Courtney from season 37, and you're gonna say who? And Courtney and Jasmine were dating nurses
Oh yeah.
on season 37. And so it's Courtney versus Matt Turner, known as Turner, from season 38.
I liked Matt a lot, actually. He was fun. So I'm going with him because I kind of didn't remember the other, and I remember Matt. So
Yeah. All right, we have Anna from season 1. That was the first, like,
yeah.
Matt and Anna went home first. Versus Jet from season 16. Jet and Cord Cowboys.
Oh, Jet, easily. I don't know why. I spaced out for a second. I don't have to think about that.
The next one we have Redmond. Season 29, Redmond.
Kevin's favorite.
And Kerrigan from season 37, Bernie and Kerrigan.
Your favorites coming into the season.
Yeah.
And that's not me being sarcastic like it was with Redmond. Kevin doesn't like Redmond. Kevin
doesn't
wants
like
to strand Redmond on a deserted island, I think.
Kind of, yeah.
Wow, I thought I was being extreme there. Okay. I'm going with Kerrigan here.
Okay. That surprised me a little bit.
I mean, I didn't feel as strongly about it as you did, but Redmond was annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that was your partner for the season, though. We each picked random cast members to be our partner for the season.
For episode 1, I really liked Redmond.
And then all the other episodes happened.
Yes.
I'm just glad they didn't win that season, because it was
Me
looking
too.
like they might for a little while.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, your next one is Kat Dunn from season 38, The Crier,
Yeah,
versus Pat from season 1, Pat and Brenda.
I'm picking Pat, even though I barely remember Pat. I was going to say I'm picking the other one when you said Kat's name, but I was afraid it would either be Lenny, Brandy, or Carol, so I decided to wait until hearing the name.
That's fair. That's
Because
fair.
if it had been one of those three, I don't think you would have let me change my pick.
You're
would have
right.
just went with it.
You're right. All right, here we have Cord from Jet and Cord or Becca from Becca and Floyd.
Oh, that's hard. This wouldn't be hard for you, but this is hard for me.
Actually, it is kind of hard for me.
Jet and Cord are your favorite team ever. I assume like any matchup involving either of them is easy for you. There's not a
They
team
are my
you
favorite
like
team
more than
ever,
them.
but Becca and Floyd are really fun.
I'm gonna go with which cowboy was it? Cord?
Cord.
Okay. I knew you had already said one of them. I see. I'm still getting them confused. I got them confused while we were watching that season, and now all this time later, I'm still getting confused because I
Wait,
forgot
so
which
did
one
you
you had
pick
already
Cord
said.
over Becca?
Yeah,
Wow.
barely, but it's close.
Do you want a little insight here? I had her in your Elite Eight.
Oh wow,
All right, so the next one is Brett from season 37's Mark and Brett.
not Brett from Tribal Council Chat.
Not Brett from Tribal Council Chat.
That
That
wouldn't be fair to anyone else in the bracket if he was.
that would be crazy work.
That wouldn't be fair to anyone else in the bracket if you put him in there.
You would want to run with Brett?
I know him the best. Like he's actually one of my closest friends. I've met like 3 or 4 of the rest of the people. So yeah, he'd go pretty deep.
Right, but like you got to consider being successful too.
Yeah, but no,
I'm not
he'd
saying
go
that.
pretty deep for sure.
Okay, I'm not saying that Brett wouldn't do well on here, but in comparison to some of like the challenge threats,
Yeah. Well, also travel knowledge. He's probably been to half the countries we're gonna go to as much as he travels.
that's true.
So,
All right, so Brett from 37 is going up against Tucker from 38.
hmm. This is Brett from Brett and Mark, and so I'm gonna go with Tucker from Tucker and Eric. They won
Okay.
multiple legs in a row. They were my front runners to win. And
Hmm.
then they just went home one episode. I think it was an episode we were at Bryce and Wen.
Maybe.
I think it was the Easter egg. No, the Easter egg episode happened while we were at Bryce and Wen. I think they were gone by then. No, I don't. No, I don't know. I know I saw the Easter eggs while we were in Chicago. I don't know if Tucker and Eric were still there, but they were the front runners in my mind, and they just went home halfway through the season unexpectedly. So,
Yeah. All right, the next one is Rob Frisbee from season one,
oh yeah, he
winner.
exists.
Yeah, he won. And Dana, Adrian's wife Dana, went home first on season 16.
I'm going with Rob. I enjoyed Rob and Brennan a lot.
Hmm.
They weren't my favorite of this season, but they were enjoyable and they were
Yeah,
fun and they were
I
a
agree.
really strong team the whole time.
I
So,
agree. Next, we have Jessica from Francesca and Jessica. They went home second on season 29
oh yeah,
versus Mark from Mark and Larry of season 37. Mark, wait, I guess
no,
that's
his name
very
is Handsome
confusing.
Stranger.
Hang on. I gotta look at my chat GPT and figure out which mark is which because we had two marks on season 37 and
Well,
I don't know which one of them is right here.
okay, if this is the one you just said it is, his name's not Mark. It's Handsome Stranger.
Okay, yeah, this is Mark the firefighter.
Okay, or was Larry Handsome Stranger? Now I don't remember.
Now I don't remember either.
We named an episode because one of them introduced themselves as "My name is Handsome Stranger," though.
Yes. Okay, who, Jessica or Mark? What you got?
I'm gonna go with Mark.
Mark Handsome Stranger. I'm putting that down. Okay, Christina from Christina and Rubina, Rubina's sister, the
Oh
flower
yeah.
girl. Or Emily from season one, Nancy and Emily.
I'm gonna go with Emily. I like Rubina and Christina a lot, but Nancy and Emily were one of my like favorite teams that in season one. So
Okay, we got Heidi from season 16's Joe and Heidi Wang, versus Liz from season 29. You referenced her earlier from Mike and Liz.
Yeah. Hmm. I'm gonna go with Heidi here, but it's kind of close.
Did not expect that, but okay.
Eh, It's kind of a toss up.
All right, here's the other Mark from season 37. Um, as in Brett and Mark matched up with Angela Murray from season 38, currently on Big Brother 28.
Okay, this is interesting here. This was my first exposure to Angela,
Yeah.
and I was kind of biased coming in because you had told me you really don't like her.
Hmm.
She was funny on this season, and Big Brother 28, I'm kind of enjoying her. She seems
Okay.
perky and fun and positive, and so I'm kind of like, I'm gonna pick her here.
Yeah.
And I used to not like her coming into Amazing Race, and I think that was just because you didn't, because she seems fun.
Okay. She is way better on Big Brother 28 than she was on 26.
She's like smiley. Other than like the Jason thing, she's like positive and like peppy all the time. She's kind of fun.
I want you to go back and watch Big Brother 26
Okay.
and then tell me how you feel about Angela because she's way better on 28 than she was on 26. 28-6, she absolutely drove me nuts. 28, I can actually vibe with her kind of. When she fell out of her chair backwards,
Yeah.
oh man, that was gold. I that made me, I don't know why, but that made me just love Angela.
Her winning her blockbuster was fantastic.
Yeah.
The person that was closest to her, I needed him to not win. But just her reaction to winning was fantastic. So I'm picking
Hmm.
her here. I actually like her now. So
Yeah.
shout out to Big Brother 28, I guess. Go Icons.
Go Barrett. Um, anyway, the next matchup here we have Brenda from Pat and Brenda versus Brent from Brent and Katie, finished third place on Amazing Race 16.
Yeah, this is going to be Brent. Again, Brent and Katie were fine. I liked them. But they were one of the teams I was actively wanting to see do well because of how another team was towards them. So they get
Yeah.
a boost for that.
Hmm.
They weren't really that way towards him as much as it was more her, but it's a team game. You get lumped together with your teammates.
Exactly. Um, and then to
That's
round
why
out the first,
Susan gets lumped together with Patrick, and I don't
no,
like her
Susan's
either.
worse than Patrick.
Is she? I don't remember anything she did. I just remember him being a brat the whole time.
Yeah, but she was rude. Um,
Oh, well, bad example then.
to round out the first half of the bracket, we have Francesca from Jessica and Francesca from season 29 versus Nick from Nick and Mike.
Versus Nick from Nick. I'm gonna go with Nick. Like, they underachieved based on our expectations that all we had was job titles, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But they were fun, they were likable.
Mhm.
I think they're still at that haystack, but they were fun.
That's fair.
They're
That's
still
fair.
just looking for a clue in a haystack in whatever country that was over a calendar year later.
Yeah, pretty much.
What
All
country
right,
was
this one. Jack Palumbo, Enzo's brother.
Was that Germany?
I don't remember. It's maybe
Jack versus who?
Bill from Guido.
Jack. He went home first, but like I don't have the memory of him just being bougie and thinking he's superior all the time. So
All right, we have Jeff from Jeff and Jordan. Your early favorites on 16 versus Jen from 29. Long hair, don't care.
oh, that's Jen for sure. She's awesome. I wish she wouldn't have gone home first.
Hmm.
Bulgaria,
Oh,
according to
there you go.
Google AI, is where the haystacks were.
That sounds right.
It does. Shout out to Google AI, I guess. You're
All right,
very
here's
helpful.
season 37's Jack of Jack and Carson versus Rubina from season 38.
Excuse me. Good one. Um, Jack.
Okay. Next is okay. We got a problem here, I think. Okay.
Did you fix it?
Yeah, I read my thing wrong earlier. That changed a lot of stuff. Okay, I messed up earlier, so I'm gonna come back to something from earlier, and this is gonna change your answer very much, and this makes more sense. When I told you chord earlier, it was not chord.
Okay.
It was Carol.
Oh,
My O and L mixed together like a lowercase d.
they do. You're right.
So, Carol or Becca?
Becca.
That's what I thought. That makes a lot more sense. Okay. Now here's chord. Nancy from Nancy and Emily versus chord.
Oh, that's actually me and Cord. Cord was just destined to have a hard matchup either way, I guess.
Yeah.
I was about to pick Nancy, but they went home because Nancy just decided to quit on a challenge, and I upset with her because I enjoyed rooting for them, and because of her, I couldn't do that anymore. So I'm gonna quit on her the way she quit on the race and pick Cord here.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, the next one is Olive from Seth and Olive,
Oh
29,
yeah.
versus Jeff that we've met from 37.
Sorry, Olive. I picked you to run the race with last time I saw you on my screen, but it's got to be Jeff this time.
Hmm.
That's yeah, that one's not hard.
The next one is Taylor Hale versus Drew.
From Kevin and Drew?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's also not hard.
Poor Taylor Hale.
And she just ran into a buzzsaw. It happens.
Yeah, that's true. All
Someone
right,
had to play against Jordan's Bulls in the playoffs.
that's fair. Steve from Steve and Alley that used to coach baseball
Yeah.
versus Matt from Matt and Redmond.
I didn't mind Matt as much as Redmond, but this is still going to be a Steve victory here.
Hmm.
Matt
All right, we
wasn't
got
as annoying as Redmond was.
that's fair. This is going to be another really easy one, by the way. We have Jasmine of Courtney and Jasmine from 37, the dating nurses, versus Natalie Negrati.
Oh, yeah, Natalie. I already liked her before she was ever on this show, so.
I know. All right, here we have Brennan, the winner of Amazing Race 1. This is a hard one, by the way. Michael from Michael and Louie,
I forgot about
season
them.
16.
They were fun.
Mm.
I think I'm going to go with Michael here.
Okay.
I had to think, though.
That was hard. That was hard.
You gave me Jeff and Drew back to back. I was kind of in a mode of easy after easy. So, it's
Yeah, that's true.
good to make my mind think sometimes.
Or we have Joey from Joey and Tara, season 29.
They did well.
They did. Versus Han from
Oh, well,
37.
Han, he's been on our show.
Well, Han's a girl, but that was a nice
She's
try.
been on our show. Sorry. Oh my gosh. I'm stupid. It's
I'm
okay.
gonna I'm gonna clip that and send it to him.
Please don't.
Um, all right,
They
we have
were awesome
Lexi.
though.
Lexi Murray, Angela's daughter, versus Amy of Paul and Amy from season one.
Hmm. Shout out Lexi for like having her mom try to set her up with someone while they were filming a race. That was a
Mhm.
wild scene that happened. Who's
Right.
she up against again?
Amy from Paul and Amy.
Oh, yeah, Lexi, easily.
Actually, I'm pretty sure her mom was not trying to set her up
I don't remember exactly what. I just wanted to reference that scene.
because the quote was like,
One of them
he,
said something about he's that much older, and the other said, yeah, so. And I don't remember which was which.
it was Angela saying he's such and such older, and Lexi said, yeah, so.
That might be funnier, actually. Either way, that scene was hilarious.
All
So,
right, this one's not difficult for you. Ready? Boy Jordan versus Floyd.
oh, Floyd. Sorry, Boy Jordan. Goodbye.
All right, the next one we have Jonathan Towns from 37 versus Hannah Chada from 38.
This is gonna be Hannah. Hannathan, if you will.
And then we have Dave from Dave and Margaretta, season one, old man, grandpa,
Yeah.
versus Joe Wang from season 16.
I was really hoping Dave was gonna be up against Margarita just to keep the name confusion going.
That would have been funny. That would have been funny.
Um, I'm gonna go with Joe because he wasn't always my favorite, but I remember him.
That
I really
surprised me.
don't. I really don't remember any Dave content other than his wife's name sounds like someone else's name.
Fair enough. All right, over here we have Vonk versus Erica from Erica and Melinda, 37. They were mother-daughter. They finished fifth.
Yeah, interesting. I like Vonk Vank, but I'm gonna go with Erica here, I think.
Okay.
Sorry, Vonk Vank. You're still awesome.
All right, here we have Megan Turner's wife of Matt Turner versus Margaretta.
I'm gonna go with Megan. I liked Matt and Megan. They were fun.
Brandy versus Logan of Team Lolo.
Oh, shout out to Logan. You're moving on.
We have Melinda of Erica and Melinda, the mom, versus Paige Seabury of Paige and Izzy on 38.
I guess Melinda. Sure, let's
Okay.
go with that.
All right. Maybe easiest one of the game here. Kevin of Kevin and Drew versus Sean of Monique and Sean.
Oh yeah, Kevin's moving on.
All right, the next one is Tara from Tara and Joey, season 29, second placers, versus Bernie of Bernie and Kerrigan.
Tara.
And we have Jack, Chelsea's father from 38, Jack, versus Margarita.
What was the first name you said again?
Chelsea's dad, Jack, on 38.
Oh, that's hard. I liked both of them a lot. Jack and Chelsea had trouble driving, didn't they? Like
Yeah, they had navigation
their
problems.
their navigation every episode. I'm still gonna go with Jack here, but I like Margarita a lot.
Wow. All right, we have Dan from Dan and Jordan, winners of season 16, versus Michael of Liz and Michael from season 29.
Um, Dan.
Okay. I underestimated your dislike of Michael, I guess.
No, I just like Dan more.
We got Holden from season 37 versus Kyland from season 38.
He's been on our show. I said it right that time.
Good job.
So yeah, that's Holden.
All right, a couple of nobodies here. We have Leslie from season 1 on Kim and Leslie
Oh yeah.
versus Shannon, the granddaughter in Jody and Shannon from season 16.
Gosh. I guess Shannon.
Okay.
I don't remember much from either of them, honestly.
All right, we have Kevin from 29, long hair, don't care, versus Alyssa, wife to Josiah from season 37.
Oh, that's actually kind of hard. Alyssa, I guess. We got a lot more
Whoa!
content there.
I really expected long hair, don't care.
I almost did. I was close.
All right, this one will be really easy too. Jag versus Lenny.
Oh, Jag, he's not useless. Lenny, if you're listening, I'm sorry.
All right, we have Louie from Michael and Louie versus Ashton from Vonk and Ashton.
Oh, Louie.
In the last matchup of the first round, we have Lauren from Jackie and Lauren, the first people to go home in 37, versus Chelsea from Jack and Chelsea in 38.
Chelsea.
All right, that concludes the first round. And here we have Carson from Jack and Carson, winners of 37, versus Mike from Nick and Mike from 37.
Um, I'm gonna go with Carson.
Okay. The next matchup, a couple of race together. We have Lori versus Scott.
Wow, our first matchup of partners against each other.
Yeah.
Scott. That was not a coin I flipped, by the way. That was an SD card. It's just what was on my desk next to me.
Fair enough. All right, we have Eric and Brooke. Eric from Tucker and Eric, Brooke from Scott and Brooke.
Eric.
We have Adam from Joseph and Adam versus Kim from Kim and Leslie.
Adam.
We have Jazz versus London from Lolo.
Let's go with Jazz. Keep the saxophones going. New Orleans, yeah.
Stephanie Negrotti versus Katie from Brett and Katie.
Katie.
Simone from Hannah and Simone Chata versus Girl Jordan.
Oh, let's go with Girl Jordan.
Okay, we got Ernest, Mr. Drummer Boy, versus Joseph from Joseph and Adam.
Sorry, Ernest. Joseph wins.
We have Bridget, Ernest's daughter, versus Adrian, first person to go home on season 16.
Ernest versus who?
No, Bridget versus Adrian.
Oh. I'll go with
Ernest's
Bridget.
daughter, Bridget.
Yeah.
Are you somewhere else right now?
No, I just misheard you. I
Okay.
just said Bridget.
Turner Matt Turner versus Jet.
Oh, that's hard. I like Matt a lot, but I think I'm gonna go with Jet.
Okay. All right, Kerrigan versus Pat.
How did? Okay. Kerrigan, I guess. I don't know how those both made it, honestly.
Um, because one of them was against Redmond and the other one was against Cat.
Oh, well, that explains it. Yeah.
All right, we have Becca from Floyd and Becca versus Tucker from Tucker and Eric.
Oh, this is hard. I don't like this. I'm gonna go with Becca.
All right, we have Izzy Gleicher from season 38 versus Rob Frisbee.
Let's go with Rob.
We have Handsome Stranger Mark versus Emily.
Emily.
We have Heidi from Joe and Heidi versus Angela Murray.
Angela.
And we have Brent from Brent and Katie versus Nick from Nick and Mike.
It's Nick versus who?
Brent from Brent and Katie.
I'm gonna go with Brent.
On the other side here, we have Larry as the partner of Handsome Stranger Mark versus Jack from Enzo and Jack, Jack Palumbo.
Let's go with the cucumber.
Okay. Jen.
That's Larry for those of you who have never seen VeggieTales, by the way. I feel the need to clarify that.
Fair enough. We have Jen from Kevin and Jen, Long Hair Don't Care, versus Jack from Jack and Carson.
That's hard. I like them both. And I'm gonna go with my gut and say Jen, and I'm picking someone that went home first over someone that won. But,
Yeah. All right, we have Cord versus Jeff from season 37.
Oh, well, that's Jeff.
We have Drew from Kevin and Drew versus Steve from Steve and Allie.
Again, sorry, Steve. You just ran into a buzzsaw, and that's Drew's moving on easily.
Yeah. All right, here's Enzo versus Natalie Negrati.
On his way to the matchup, Enzo quit halfway through, so Natalie's the only one here for me to pick, and she's awesome. So,
all right. Michael from Michael and Louie versus Han.
Han. She's been on our show.
Good job. All right, Lexi Murray versus Floyd.
Floyd.
Hannah Chada versus Joe. Joe Wang from season 16.
Joe is facing who?
Hannah Chada.
You know what? Let's say Joe. Why not?
Oh my goodness.
Just to mix things up.
Pops versus Erica.
Pops. Sorry, Erica. You never stood a chance.
Megan Turner versus Logan from Lolo.
Megan.
Melinda from Erica and Melinda versus Kevin from season 1, Kevin and Drew.
Oh, yeah, Kevin.
We have Tara from Tara and Joey versus Jack, Chelsea's dad.
I'm gonna go with Jack. He was very likable.
Okay. We have Alex Romo, Kat's boyfriend, versus Dan from Dan and Jordan.
I'm gonna go with Dan.
We have Holden versus Shannon.
Holden.
That was easy.
Uh-huh.
We have Alyssa from Josiah and Alyssa versus Jag.
You know what? Jag.
When you said, you know what, I really thought you were about to pull Alyssa. That was crazy.
I faked you out and went with the predictable answer anyway.
You did. All right, Louis versus Chelsea.
Louis. Which one's
Just for a
Chelsea
record,
again?
what?
Which one's Chelsea? The name's not ringing a bell all of a sudden.
Season 38.
Oh,
Her
that's
dad was
right.
Jack. All
Yeah.
right, for the record, going into this next round, these are the names that you have left. Larry and Jen, I predicted both of those. Jeff and Drew, I predicted both of those.
Oh no.
Natalie and Han, got them. Floyd and Joe. Joe, I did not have.
He's good at this, and he'll make me better if I run with him. So,
Pops and Megan, I actually had Pops and Logan. Um, Kevin and Jack B, I actually had Kevin and Margarita there. Dan and Holden, I actually had Michael from season 29 with Holden there. Jag and Louie, I had both of them. You have Carson versus Scott. I had you having Mike versus Scott. You had Eric and Adam. I had both of those. You have Jazz and Katie. I had Jazz and Frank. You had Girl Jordan versus Joseph. I also did that. Bridget versus Jet. I had that. You have Kerrigan versus Becca. I actually had you picking Redmond versus Becca. Rob versus Emily. I had that. And you have Angela versus Brent, and I had Liz versus Brent. So
oh,
that's where
geez.
I am in predicting what you got going on here. Anyway, your next pick is between Carson from Jack and Carson and Scott from Scott and Lori.
Scott. Sorry, Carson. It's an advantage when I've met you and talked to you for a lot
That's
of the
true.
night.
All right. Eric from Tucker and Eric versus Adam from Joseph and Adam.
38 versus 38 here. I'm gonna go with Adam.
All right. Jazz versus Katie.
Katie.
Girl Jordan versus Joseph.
Joseph.
Bridget versus Jet.
Jeff. Jet.
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 Okay.
Like the New York.
Ugh. Kerrigan versus Becca.
Becca.
Why are you having to, I was saying, why are you having to think about that?
Sorry, I was typing something.
Rob versus Emily.
Emily.
Angela Murray versus Brent.
Just based off of race alone, it's Brent, but if it was overall, I'd say Angela.
Okay. Larry, the teammate of Handsome Stranger, versus Jen.
For all we know, Larry could be Handsome Stranger, by the way. I have no idea
That's
which
true.
one said it.
That's true.
But this is either way, he's losing to Jen.
Jeff or Drew? Jeff from 37 or Drew?
This is terrible. This is I made a basketball reference earlier. This is the 73 win Warriors facing the 72 win Bulls. I don't like this.
Right.
But that Warriors team didn't win a championship and the Bulls did. So Jeff moves on here.
Jeff moves on here?
He's from not just St. Louis, but my part of St. Louis. That goes a long way. And again, we've met them. I haven't met Kevin and Drew yet.
Okay. Natalie Negrati versus Han.
Again, if I don't take other shows into account, it's Han. So that's my answer here. But if I took the challenge into account, it would be Natalie.
Floyd versus Joe.
Um, Floyd. I don't know why I had to think about that.
I don't know why you did either. Pops versus Megan Turner.
Pops.
Kevin from Drew and Kevin versus Jack B, Chelsea's dad.
Who's Jack facing?
Kevin from Kevin and Drew.
Oh yeah, that's Kevin easily. Bald Kevin, not you. Although you're getting close to becoming bald Kevin.
Dan from Dan and Jordan versus Holden.
Holden.
Jag versus Louie.
Jag.
Okay. I actually had Louie there. All right, we are down to an Elite Eight, I think. Nope, Sweet 16, not Elite Eight. We're at the Sweet 16. Scott Thompson versus Adam.
Scott.
I did not read you very well. Katie versus Joseph.
Joseph.
Jet versus Becca.
Becca. Who had previously been eliminated in the first round thanks to somebody not knowing what he's doing and is now in the final 8.
Which is
Wow,
what I
I've gotten
predicted to
flipped
happen.
off twice in the span of like a minute here. Because I made a hairline joke and I made a joke just now. Nice. I'm on.
Emily versus Brent.
Who? Katie versus Brent? Our second.
Emily.
Emily versus Brent.
versus
I thought we had our second teammate matchup.
No.
I'm shocked that that's only happened once so far, by the way. Emily.
All right, we have Jen versus Jeff.
Oh, Jen, you had a good run. You possibly could have gone to the finals, but this is going to be Jeff.
And Han versus Floyd.
Floyd.
Pops versus Kevin from Kevin and Drew.
Pops. Why do we get Kevin and Drew versus Pops and Jeff 2 different times? That's like a finals level matchup, and we're getting it in the Sweet 16.
I don't get your choices always, but okay.
You know I love Pops and Jeff, and you know I love Kevin and Drew. Why is that surprising?
Yeah, I thought you loved Kevin and Drew more, honestly.
Well, we've met one of them, and I have the connection to my hometown to one of them. So that kind of gives them the edge. Because they were so nice in person, and they talked to us for a while.
But you also got to remember that you got to factor in like gameplay as well.
Yeah.
It's whatever.
Well, yeah, but Pops and Jeff might have went home earlier. One of them was running on an injured leg. If he's fully healthy this time, who knows how far he could go.
Did you see how he was walking when we met him?
No. I'm going to be honest. When I go to Bryson Wynn parties, I don't really like spend the night, oh, how's this person walking? Or, oh, how's that person's knee look? I don't do that.
Well, I don't do that either, but I think there's a reason why he spent the whole night on the couch.
Maybe he was still recovering.
You realize that they record like months and months in advance, and it'd been a year since that season.
I also know he does a job where he's on his feet a lot, so if his knee or legs were that big of a problem all the time, he probably wouldn't have the job he does.
Do you know how often Pops works?
No, but I know he's a lumberjack, and you can't cut trees down from a couch.
Do you know that he's not retired?
I guess not, but I did just give myself a great mental image of like a couch next to a tree and someone sitting on that couch like chainsawing a tree while sitting down.
Okay, anyway, we have Holden versus Jag.
Holden versus. Let's say Holden.
Okay. All right. The Elite Eight round here. We have Scott from Scott and Lori versus Joseph from Adam and Joseph.
Scott.
Okay. Becca versus Emily.
Emily.
I finally did something right.
Yeah, there's a first time in life for everything.
Jeff versus Floyd.
Jeff. Jeff's awesome. Floyd is too, but Jeff's awesomer.
Pops versus Holden.
Pops.
Here we go. Final four matchup. Pops versus Jeff. What are you doing?
I mean, I'm gonna go with Jeff here. Did you see the way Pops was limping around at that
Shut
party
up.
we went
Shut
to?
up. You're not allowed to say that.
I just did. I used it when it was convenient for me. I love them both, but Jeff is younger, and if I'm running the race with him, that'll benefit me more. But they're
All
both
right.
delightful, and I love both of them.
Scott versus Emily.
This is hard. I want to say Scott really bad, is he's awesome and just such a nice person. But my gut says Emily here.
Okay.
She's gonna pull off the upset.
All right. Jeff versus Emily for the finals.
If coming into this I knew Pops and or Jeff would be in the finals, I was not expecting Emily to be here. So, but this is Jeff, of course. That's my favorite team ever, I think. Them and Kevin and Drew are 1A, 1B. I love both teams. So,
I really misread you. I'll be honest.
geez, you don't even know me. How dare you?
Shut up. Okay, so here's the deal. I did not think Scott was going to make it past Adam.
Huh.
I did not put as much weight into having met them as you did. And I just knew how much you loved Adam and Joseph.
I did love Adam and Joseph, and like on the show, when their season was airing, I wasn't the biggest Scott and Lori fans, but like my memory of them now is they're delightful and they talk to us forever.
Mm-hmm.
And then at least one, maybe both of them, actually followed me on Instagram the next day. So
Yeah.
they're just awesome. I love them.
Oh, they are awesome. I just did not expect Adam to lose to him. And actually, so I had Adam in my final four versus Emily. And actually, I had Adam in the finals losing to Kevin. My final four, I only went 1 of 4 on. It was Adam, Emily, Natalie, and Kevin.
Nice.
And so here you have it, folks. We have discovered that Bruce would undoubtedly run this race with Jeff.
No, North County represent, baby.
All right. Do you have any thoughts on this bracket we just did, Bruce?
It's a good thing for you that you like at the last second added on about this bracket because I was literally about to say I like spray cheese, but I don't know why that's what came to my mind. Maybe because I'm going to Walmart today. Maybe I should get some spray cheese, but spray cheese and saltines, baby. Let's go. But don't make that face. Spray cheese is an American institution.
No.
That's a bit dramatic, but it's tasty.
No.
No, this bracket went a lot of how I expected it to. I I don't like that AI set up a Sweet 16 matchup where Pops and I had to choose between Pops and Jeff and Kevin and Drew twice.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I thought I'd get those two teams in the finals, not the whatever's before quarterfinals, but nickel finals. I don't know.
But
Penny finals. I don't make pennies anymore.
I mean, you definitely didn't even bat an eye about picking Pops and Jeff over Kevin and Drew. So,
Because I've been thinking about it already. Like,
mm,
I knew we were doing this. I'm like, well, if my two favorite teams ever go head to head, what am I doing here? And so I had kind of already been thinking about it.
fair enough.
You don't know what I think about when I'm laying in bed at night.
I'm so glad that I don't.
It's pretty random.
I believe that. Anyway, next week we'll be back doing this in reverse order as we'll figure out what and I frankly expect to mine to look a lot different than Bruce's. But that's all
Probably.
right. Um, check out all our stuff. The world's waiting for you. Good luck.
Travel safe. Go.
Go.
I
I gotta
beat
answer
you.
this phone call.
I beat you this time.